What's going on, guys? Agent Psycho here and welcome back to another video. And in today's video I'm going to be talking about security in Party Parrot. So, you know, all of us, like, in our lives have experienced in some shape or form security measures, whether that be getting told off by the BBC for not paying their stupid licence, because I watched one episode of Doctor Who of Jodie Whittaker turning into David Tennant, because that is a highlight. Or chairs kicking you out for consuming too much coffee. We don't talk about that. Well, whatever it is, today I'm going to explain how Party Parrot World tackles this issue. Tackles this issue and clear up any misconceptions that it's some villainous scheme that is trying to steal your data, which some of you in my comment sections have been alluding to. I don't know where this kind of came from, but I have a rough idea from seeing all, like, the credit card sort of stuff and the age verification. I can understand that can be quite intimidating, but I can assure you it's not, you know, some Empire Strikes Back type shenanigans. Anyway, so without further ado, let's get into it. Party Parrot World released on the 29th of March this year with a new platform that was Hideaway, which, as we all know now, is the housing unit for what will be Party Parrot World, which, well, as of right now is Moose in Suits and maybe even Box Careers, which Rocket Snail had kind of considered. But Hideaway teamed up with Privo, which is an online security company that makes sure that minors are protected in the online space. Now, if we take a look at Privo's main webpage, we can see here that Privo services can detect when children are present on the platform, validate their age to stop, like, predatory behaviour, allow or block children from using the services, capture parental permission of a child, and so forth, as you can see from the screenshot which I'll put up, and all of the information will be in the description of this video, so you can look at all my sources here, if that's what you wish to do. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, cool, you show me what they say, but what they do was to say they're not lying. You know, how do I know that they're being honest and someone's not going to buy stuff in my card or something, or sell it to some government? I don't know. Fear not, basically, because Privo provides testimonies from companies they've lended their service to in the past and up to this current date, including NASA, Professor Garfield, Arduino, which, if you don't know what Arduino is the it's like a robotic company. They do, like, circuit boards, so you've probably seen some videos before where people have made their own, like, laptops out of, like, cardboard. Yeah, Arduino's been used for that. Yeah, it's pretty mental what people can do. Beano Comics and more services, which you can go and have a look at. And all of these resources, yet again, you will see in this video, will be left in the description of this video, so you can even check this information for yourself if you're scared about being misled or scammed, just to make that, you know, perfectly clear. Now, with security, there are a variety of methods to consider. When dealing with adults or children, it has been stated Party Parrot World is specifically targeting children, making a safe space for minors and giving them a place where they can escape from real-world issues with loneliness, bullying, mental health issues, as well as predatory behaviour, which is a big one with any space that involves children in it. You definitely want to keep, you know, them safe from those just monsters. But yeah, they endanger a child's safety and in the long run of life leave more issues than there was before. And instead, Party Parrot World lets kids be their own person, a digital avatar they can dress however they want and do dumb stuff like pretend to drink coffee and transform into a moose, hiding secrets about the universe, you know, redacted. But even after saying all this, to actually get to my point, to access this world, you need to even make an account. you need to have verification. You know, you need a parent, or if you are old enough, you are your own parent, and to do that, yeah, basically Hideaway makes you use a credit/debit card, PayPal, driver's license, or the last 4 digits of the social security number of your US one. I don't know about the UK one. And I understand this has caused concern, but I can assure you there is no master villain scheme going on. This is just basic security. Like, let's take the Apple Store. If you wish for your child to just not buy loads of games on your card, you have a password to prevent them from opening the store, making unwanted transactions, so they can, I don't know, get Jam Jar 2. This goes the exact same. By doing this method, 1, Hideaway prevents raiding, which was a pretty big issue, especially with both Club Penguin games. If you remember, like, the Quackity videos, which I gotta admit I watched when I was young and I thought it's quite funny, but you do definitely got to think of the other side of raiding, which is there is like young kids there, and when you raid you can't really control the audience that you are raiding and what they will do and stuff they say. It's just a fact, you are not making a safe environment for what was kids, as funny as it could be. 2, Hideaway stops predators by detecting immediately something is fishy with the card and birth date, and allows for investigation. Again, that is just an assumption, basing off the screenshot I showed earlier. So that's not really even a proven fact, but I'm assuming that's what they do. I don't work for them. I'm some stupid 19-year-old in a house. Number 3, Hideaway stops bot spamming, because if anyone here remembers bots in Club Penguin advertising their clans, Jesus, wasn't that a time you just wanted it to be your funeral? You just wanted, it was, not fun. And that in itself endangers kids, because it's advertising third-party links, which leads to data breaches. It leads to doxing. Terrible stuff when you don't want that. Because once you take people, kids, even adults, out of a protected area, they're not safe anymore. I know, crazy, big science. But yeah, basically that's how it all works. So I can tell you now, there is nothing for you to be concerned. It's a really quick and easy setup. I've provided some information here on Privo, who are the company, and all the data is completely temporary. They don't keep any of your thing. It's literally just a one-time thing. You do it. There is no villainous scheme here, no working for the government, selling it to the black market or something. It's just a game. it's just like a game engine with some passionate people who want to make a safe space for children, and that's it. But hey, I'm just some 19-year-old making videos. I don't work for Privo. I don't work for Digital Daylight. So what do I know? But you know who does? Chris, other known as Polo Field, who is the developer of Parrot World and played a big part in getting Hideaway to even exist. So I've managed to, contact him and ask him to basically provide a little, about 8-minute video of him talking, explaining the whole thing and why Privo was chosen, why this method of credit card was chosen, why it's not some bloody secret agent Darth Vader type shenanigans. So yeah, I just want to say thank you so much, Chris, for providing this video. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So here we are, getting a first-hand statement regarding why this option is not stealing all your barrels from the Nook Bank. See you later, guys.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Polo here. So agent asked me to just give you a quick video just to help explain some things, because I know some folks had questions come up about, you know, they go to sign up for Hideaway and they're wondering, well, why do I have to verify my age? So obviously I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not going to give you a lawyer's response. I'm going to give you, you know, this dumb guy's, you know, version of it. So taking a step back, what we're trying to do with Hideaway is create a platform that is family friendly. So I want my kids, my youngest kid, as she grows up, to be able to go on to a safe place where you can get something like what the virtual worlds of the early 2000s were doing, which is you can sign up, you can play, you can socialize, so that, you know, maybe you have a day where you're stuck inside and it's rainy out and your parents don't want to take you to the park again for the 17th time, and, you know, you just want to go online and socialize. But the socializing isn't necessarily about like how, you know, funny you can be, or like what your appearance is like, or whatever, like Insta and TikTok can be. So to create something that not only allows kids to play, but also, like, you know, people of all ages to play safely, and to tailor the experiences appropriately for that, we need to know age. So, well, how do you know age? You know, we because we want to serve kids, that means obviously we have to follow law. Not just because, you know, it's the law and you have to, but also because we would want to. We would want to keep players safe on Hideaway, on any of the Hideaways. The first Hideaway happens to be Party Parrot, but now we have like a nice box. I mean, I was joking with Lance, I was like, the goal is really to have this nice little toy box where all the little digital toys that we make have a place to live, and you don't have to sign up to every single one of those toys, because that's kind of a pain in the butt. So now it becomes, okay, well, how do we prove age, right? Do we do that ourselves? Do we spin up some platform? Or do we look for someone who specializes in COPPA compliant age verification? So Privo is our partner. That is Privacy Vaults Online Incorporated, right? Hence the name. When you download Hideaway, or you go to sign up for Hideaway, which is what you use to access Parrot. Parrot is part of the Hideaway platform. It looks like you're in Hideaway, but you're actually, it's Privo's screens reskinned to look like Hideaway. So Privo redesigned those screens. So it looks like you're in the same platform, but you're actually handshaking, and it's sending you to Privo to do age verification and to do your permissioning, which is like, yes, my child is allowed to play this game, right? Yes, this is my age, and yes, my child can play this game. Or, you know, in the case of an adult, you just have to verify your age. You don't have to permission yourself, because you are yourself, right? So I am an adult. I verify myself. I am an adult, right? And I actually, all of the team, we went through the exact same process. So, you know, luckily, well, unfortunately for them, they got to experience like, oh, this doesn't work. Oh, we got to try again. Oh, this doesn't work, and try again. So, you know, we did our best to try and catch bugs throughout the process of, you know, in our system, how we handshake with Privo, and Privo has to handshake back with us. Anyways, we don't touch any of the data that's used to verify your age, nor do we want to. I don't want to. I picked Privo because we don't touch it. We don't keep it. There's no crazy conspiracy theory about like, oh, you know, we gotta get all this information for something, because we don't want that. We just want to focus on making games and fun. That's it. Very simple. So Privo, that's one thing they wanted me to express to the community is actually, like, for them, they're continuing to improve their product as they go, just as we will do, right? So, you know, I just happen to take a break and I'm outside, so hopefully the wind isn't too much and there's not too many trucks and noise in the background. But yeah, ultimately we want to focus on just making fun and games. And actually, to be honest, we spent many months on just the integration between like Private reskinning their stuff and making sure our stuff handshakes back and forth. And we just want to get back to making games, making fun. Because you can tell we didn't get to add a whole bunch of new fun maybe between like November to like March. We were just spending a lot of time on back-end systems and integration stuff. So anyways, I hope that this helps make sense. Obviously there's like, yeah, you can verify your age with a credit card. But if you're in the US, actually a lot of our team found that the last 4 digits of social security number was pretty much the least painful option, like the quickest. And just to reassure you, you only have to do it once. You do it and then you're done. And then the great thing is, anytime we add more stuff to Hideaway, like for example, the team has an idle game that they've been working on. And it's not just me, and it's not just the Parrot team. There's also like the rest of the Digital Daylight team has stuff that they want to publish into the platform. So they've been working on that. That will just be in Hideaway, and you will already have an account because you signed up and you went through and you verified your age, etc. So yeah, anyways, just so you know, we don't keep that information. Privo doesn't keep that information. It's all just temporary. We added like a new, they added, we reskinned it, but they added like a new like Y bunch of screens. It's like a wizard that sort of walks you through it. The downside is it does add a lot of screens to the, it's now 4 additional screens to everything. So I know that it's more painful than we want it to be. So we'll look to ways to streamline that as we go. Another method that I'm going to look at is just right now, you can't get into Parrot until you verify age. I want to look at more of like a guest mode method. Obviously, folks have given us that feedback, and so thank you for the feedback. Obviously, we're not perfect. I am very imperfect. I'm an idiot a lot of times. Okay, so I'm not here to be arrogant and be like, this is how it should be. I'm just giving you info on like to do things right. It's kind of like doing your taxes. It's a lot of work, but you got to do it. So same thing with this, because we want to serve kids, it's a lot of work, a lot of risk, so you've got to do it correctly. And I'm sorry that makes it a little bit more painful to onboard, but just know that, hey, the advantage is at least you're in, and then you can play. So anyways, I hope that helps. Thanks for watching, listening to me prattle on. Waddle on. Talk to you later.